One, two, one, two, one, two. I absolutely hate. I mean, it's a wonderful microphone, this, but I don't know what it is. You've got to press it. You know, to switch it on, you got to press the button, and some days it takes 3 or 4 goes to actually work. So yeah, how you doing, guys? Thank you for joining me on a. I mean, it's Sunday evening. It's beautiful outside. It's perfect barbecue weather. What better thing could you be doing than sitting indoors with the curtains closed, watching a grumpy old Scotsman play some games? Yeah. Excuse me. I think my Sunday night streams are turning into a bit of a ritual for me. I do. Excuse me. I must admit, I do quite enjoy doing these live streams on a Sunday night. It's the end of the weekend, and you know what else? What else are you going to be doing on a Sunday night other than watching some fantastic box set on Netflix or watching something illegally on cinema? You know, when you can watch me legally for free. So yeah. Anyway, you've hopefully seen the name of the video. I think I renamed it. Let me just double check. What did I call it? Mamemeister live stream, new games for old. Yeah, just exactly what it says in the tin. I'm going to be playing. Some not modern games. Well, some games that have been released. I wouldn't say they're all going to be recent. I think we could safely say it's games that, I mean, you know, the C64. When did they see? Does anybody know when the C64 actually stopped being a thing, a commercial thing? Would it be 95 maybe? When was the last? Does anybody know when the last game was released for it? I'm thinking, was it not the Monster in Mayhem Land or something? 1994, is it? There you go. Well, I've got a couple of guys who are going to know. Yeah, 1994. So I mean, it's not been a thing for 2004, 2014, 2024. So in 4 years' time, it's going to be 30 years since, you know, a commercial release was kind of put out. In other words, a game you could go into John Menzies and buy. But that hasn't stopped the C64 being a thing. Though I would probably argue with that. I mean, I first got into rediscovering old games. When would it be? Maybe 1994. I mean, I got rid of my C64 in, when would it be? 87, I think it was. And then I got my Atari ST, and then I got my Commodore Amiga. I did buy a C64 very briefly. I remember I got married, and we had to. It was back in the day when you had to have money saved up. So I was somehow, I wouldn't say forced, but I had my hand put up the back of my marm put up the back of my back to sell my Amiga. So I sold my Amiga because we had to get money to get married. Yeah, and I did eventually buy a C64 for a very short space of time. I don't remember what happened to it. Thing is, this would be 90, and you know, who wanted to own a Commodore 64 in 1990? Nobody did. You wanted a Mega Drive, you wanted a SNES, you wanted a PC, you wanted an Amiga, and that's exactly where I was with it. But yeah, so I first kind of got back into the old, playing the old systems would be when I got my Commodore Amiga, and there was adverts in the back of Amiga Power, Amiga Format, all the magazines. And they were evening all, by the way. I really should be paying attention to the comments. Yeah, who have we got in tonight? So, starting from the top, we've got Mr. Milestar, Evening Squire. We've got Michael Jenston. We've got Panther UK. We've got Mark Blaster. We've got Michael Davis. We've got Robert. We've got Mr. Morrison. And we've got Lewis Vidler. And we've got Adam, evening Adam, and we've already mentioned Michael. So yeah, good evening, everybody. I hope you've all had a really, really nice weekend. Apologies about my lack of sleep Friday waffle. I mean, I still look like shit, but trust me, I was absolutely knackered last night. I really wasn't in the mood for doing a waffle, but top tip, when you're listening to a Friday waffle, just put it, I don't know, play it in your phone and put your headphones in so you don't actually have to look at this because, yeah. Anyway, where am I going with this? I got my Amiga, and then they started selling these emulator discs on the back of, on the sort of like the yellow pages part of, there was like the what were they called? Something ads. I can't remember. Anyway, the little ads at the back of the magazines, and I saw a disc, and it was a Spectrum emulator. Now, I don't think I'd even heard of the term emulator. I didn't know what it was. But it basically said play Mamemeister and lots of others, you know, £4.99 including delivery. So I sent off. No, it's got another name. What's it called again? I can't remember. Classified ads. That's it. Yeah, so I sent off for this Spectrum emulator thing, and yeah, it came with an emulator on, what do you call it, for the Amiga. And it did. I think it had maybe 50 games. Can't remember what they were. Probably things like Mamemeister, Jet Set Willy, whatever. But the biggest problem was they ran like shit. They really, really, really did. They ran like a complete dog. And so they ran. Some of them were just about playable. I think maybe Mamemeister you could kind of get away with. But other stuff like, don't even, you know, Night Lore was just ball aching. It was just so slow. And so I kind of made do with them, but it, you know, in the same as I got a C64 one, and again it was kind of a half-hearted effort, an emulator. You know, you could run the games, but they were just so slow, and you know they weren't good. It didn't really scratch the itch, so to speak, as far as being able to play these classic games again. But everything changed in 1997. In fact, before that actually, probably, because in my job, we got the internet, we got email, and then we got the internet. Now I didn't know what the internet was, and somebody told me you need to use Yahoo, and you type in things, and whatever you type in, it'll come up. And I think I started typing in Commodore 64, and then up popped what would it be? Dave's Video Game Classics, and yeah, it was the very, very first version of me. You know what, I'm doing a Friday waffle here. I'm meant to be playing games. I'm not meant to be talking. Anyway, yeah, getting back on topic. You know, I soon realised, wow, you can play all these classic arcade games. But I started typing in Commodore 64, and by that point I knew what an emulator was, and gradually all these other people were bringing out emulators. I mean, for the, you know, for for the arcades, you had things like Rain, RAINE. There was all kinds of emulators coming out, and so yeah, that's when I realised that I could start playing. You know, being able to revisit and playing a game, Black Border. I have no idea what you're talking about. Black Border for. Wait a wee minute. What are you talking about, Mr. Melstar? I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, right, okay, hang on, I'll fix that right now. I'll just, there we go. How's that? Is that better? Are you happier? What was I talking about? Anyway, yeah, so I started, you know, it was just amazing being able to, it wasn't so much the fact that I was getting to play Commodore 64 games again. I think it was the fact that I could play all these games and I didn't have to own the computer. That was just mental. You know, I didn't need to buy a Commodore 64, because back then you could only afford, at least I could only afford one system. So if I had an Amiga, I couldn't afford a Commodore 64. The thing is, people would probably look at you like you were daft. Why would you buy a Commodore 64 when you've got an Amiga? And that never even crossed my mind about buying a C64 when I had an Amiga, because, you know, that wasn't the way it worked. You couldn't afford to buy more than one system. So the fact that I could enjoy once again all these Commodore 64 games on my PC, or on my Amiga or whatever it was, that was just mental, absolutely mental. But then I first got into actually buying original old hardware. Wasn't something that had crossed my mind. I mean, I'd been using I'd been using, what do you call it, eBay for quite a few years. Can anybody remember the very, very first thing you sold on eBay? I sold a DVD player. A multi-region DVD player at 40 quid. I can always remember that, I don't know why. And my first DVD was Braveheart, bought on Amazon. That was the very, very first thing I ever bought on Amazon. But yeah, it was back in the C64 Yak Yak days. Now, if you don't know what Yak Yak is, go and look at it. Type in Yak Yak Jeff Minter and all will be revealed. There was a guy, was it Zeron, I think he went by the name of, and he was he put a post in saying that you had this massive collection of original computers, and he decided that he wanted to get rid of them. So I mean, he must have been one of the real early sort of collectors of hardware. And here's the thing, he didn't want any money for anything. He said, look, I know there's a lot of people out there in Yak Yak that would probably quite enjoy playing these machines. So please send me a message and tell me what tell me what you would like. So I did a message to him. I mean, he had a ridiculous number of machines. He had like 4 BBCs and 6 Commodore 64s. So I put my hand up, and what did I get? I got a VIC-20, which unfortunately was damaged when it arrived. I got a BBC Master, and what else? I got something else. I got 3 computers, but I can't remember what the hell they were. That wasn't an Amstrad, and I can't remember. But when these arrived, that's when I suddenly realised, wow, wait a minute. Why don't I see if it's possible to buy another Commodore 64 again, because they're going to go for peanuts, because who wants a C64? So I did that, went on eBay, and consider my mind blown. Suddenly there was all these machines, so I was typing C64 and Spectrum, Amstrad, Atari, all the different machines that I always wanted when I was younger and I could never ever afford. So that's when I realised that that the C64 there was still a big following. Anyway, going back to topic, I'm doing a Billy Connolly, go way off in tangent. I don't know when. I mean, I don't know. There's people here better qualified to give an answer than I am. But yeah, I would maybe say in the last 10 to 15 years, people, maybe more than that, people have been. Evening, Steve. How you doing, buddy? Nice to see you, man. I'm absolutely good. What was I talking about? Yeah, there was all these. What the hell was I talking about? I've completely forgot. I've broken my train of thought. But yeah, I realised that suddenly there was still a real vibrant hobby around computers, all these old classic computers, and yeah, I mean, I think, so yeah, where am I going with this? 10, 15 years ago, maybe more than that actually, there's been people making new games for these old machines, which is absolutely wonderful, because I think, and hopefully we'll look at some of them tonight, there are some games that have come out that people probably wouldn't have imagined was actually possible, I mean, I think it's probably, now I'm not technically qualified at all, I'm a complete twat, even in Zoe, I'm a complete twat, I'm like a cack-handed baboon wearing boxing gloves. I mean, I'm completely non-technical, but I think, yeah, I would imagine it's easier to program a modern game or write a game on a C64 than it would have been back in the day, possibly. I think there's more routines available online. I'm sure some people, I mean, there's obviously emulators. I'm sure some guys use emulators to write all this kind of stuff. But anyway, to cut to the kind of chase, there are some absolutely bloody brilliant games that are still getting released. Some of these cost money. Now, people whinge, and I was a prize whinger. I whinged when, was it Sam's Journey came out? I think it sold for, was it 25 quid or something, or £15. You could get it on cartridge, you could get it on disc, You could buy it on tape. Could you buy it on tape? No, I've possibly made that part up. But yeah, basically this game was released in, I think the digital download was it 15, 20 quid, and I deliberately refused, hands down, I wasn't going to give somebody 20 quid for a C64 game. That was ludicrous. Why would anybody do that? You can buy a PlayStation 4 game, well, you could buy half a PlayStation 4 game for that. But one of my very generous YouTube people, Andy, he actually gifted me Sam's Journey, which was really, really nice of him. And I did do a video, if you Google it, or go into the YouTube search thing, Sam's Journey, Mamemeister, you'll find a video. Now I start off the video very, very anti selling this thing for 20 quid, and by the end of the video I was completely sold over, and I ended up saying, go and buy it, go and buy the game, because what the guys have done is just absolutely fantastic. They've put out probably one of the best games. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking shite because it's meant to be a stream where I play games. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to narrow my delightful image down there. Oh, hang on a second. How do we do this? I've only been doing live streams for I don't know how long, and I still struggle. When you look at like Nova Bugs and Slopes Games Room, all these people, they've all got really, really fancy effects, like they're in a TV and all this kind of shit. I'm bloody hopeless. Absolutely hopeless. So anyway, yeah, if anybody can, well, I was going to say, if anybody can give me a game, a modern game, and I've got it, I'll have a look at it. I've got a wee collection here, so let me have a wee look. Right. C64, right, we're talking about games what were impossible back in the day, right, I'm going to dig out my, if I can find it. So I've got a nice spanky new computer table. I'm going to use this bad boy. This is the Wickle Boss. This is the joystick of Kings. This was the one that I had back in the day. So, right, just talk amongst yourselves while I plug this thing in. Right, that's it plugged in. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to kick off. Now, hopefully this will work. I've made, so I don't fanny about too much, I've made a little shortcut to the C64 Vice. Hey, there we go. It's just set up and ready to rock. That's fine, I think, eh? Right, okay, settings, joystick is going to be my no, wait a minute, why is that not picked it up? Is that what it's, PC joystick? Maybe it is. Right, let's try this. Right, we're going to kick off with a game which was previously thought impossible on the C64, and it's Alien 8. Right, hang on a second, I'll need to move my, you go over there, so that's better. That's better. Right, I'm trying the cartridge. Is it going to work? Who knows? So anyway, how the hell are you all? Are you all okay? You all have a nice weekend? Did you get up to anything? I went to this, went out for a meal. I went to a concert in the morning. Part run in the morning, I went to a concert in the afternoon, went out for a meal, and then I went to the cinema. Oh no, sorry, that was a dream. Yes, I think, what have I done? I've sat in, I've eaten too much. I did go out for a 4 mile run, which I'm quite pleased. I was like a burst smartest, but you know what, it's a start. It's a start. My girlfriend bought me a pack of these Swizzle sweets. Lovely, absolutely glorious. Love these. I do like chocolate. Who doesn't like chocolate? But I prefer these wee kind of fizzy sweets. You know, the ones you get all the sugar. I mean, they're probably, if you're a kid, do not give these sweets to a 4-year-old because they're going to be like hyperactive. But Parma Violets. Seriously, who the hell thought that Parma Violets would be something that somebody would enjoy. Absolutely disgusting. Yeah, anyway, I don't think this is working, so I'm going to have to load up the disc version. Like it's a hassle. Drag it across. Right, where's my... Oh, my mouse thing's out the road. So yeah, I hope you're all okay. Nice. Now I've got to say off the bat, I do not like this game. Colin, send me your address, Squire, and I will send you the Parma Violets. Because they're disgusting. That is a rather pretty looking screen. Now I do apologise in advance for being completely pish at this. But then you know me. Right, how do we start? Start programme now. Evening, Neil. Now hopefully this is going to work. Keyboard, in-game music, and we'll just leave it the way it is. 0. How is the sound? Is my voice loud enough? Is my voice too loud? Is this going to work? Hey! Right. Now it's always a bit premature to say, look what a cracking job they've done. I mean, graphically wise, it looks really, really pretty. Ah, bollocks. I know your pain, Neil. I know your pain, son. Good stuff. Thanks, Zoe. For some strange reason, Atari emulators are always louder. Don't know what it is. Has anybody noticed that Sega games on, whether it's a current console, a PlayStation, whatever, the volume of Sega games is always really, really loud. Don't know why. Right, I'm going to try a different room because, as you can tell, I am completely pants at this. Arse, how the hell do I get up there now? Don't worry, I'm not going to play this for very long. Ah, there we go. Can I go down there? Is there something? You know what this game lacks is the ability to actually turn around to look at the game from a different angle. A bit like, oh, a bit of slowdown going on there, boys. Ah! Or guys. Yeah, it would certainly make it a wee bit easier to play. Overall rating, poor. Get it up you. Right, let's try once more, reprogramming, right. Right, we'll try one more go, I think, and then we'll, right, we'll put in some delightful in-game music, I think. Start game. So are the screens randomly generated? I'm sure. I was watching Lon Boy's post 1975. He did a look at this. Yeah, see, that is well slow. I mean, it's certainly playable, but I think if I was going to play these games, which I won't because I don't actually like them, I think the Spectrum one is going to be the one you're going to want to play. And I've now got hiccups. It's possible that the fact I've got some music playing doesn't really help. Right, I am completely garbage at these games, so I'm going to come out of that. That's really nice though. If you're going to play it properly, then play the Spectrum. Right, sticking with Ultimate. Now I'm sure I did look at this in a previous one. This is Attic Attack, or is it Attic Attack? Attic Attack? Attic Attack? I don't know how you say it. That's a absolute. I always thought that the Attic Attack, Attic Attack. I always thought, what do you call it? The cassette inlay in the loading screen is just a thing of absolute beauty. Really, really nice. So what's on the TV apart from watching a crusty old Scotsman play some games? Is there not Ant and Dec or something? A bit of X Factor possibly? Britain's Got Talent? Yeah, right. I think I'd rather die a painful death than watch bloody Britain's Got Talent. Right, why is that not loading? Because you've got to press the space bar, you fool. Now, I did Evening Ian. I did put Evening Scott. I think I did play this in a previous live stream. I'm sure I did. This is Evening Doug. Nice to see you, buddy. This is one of my favourite games in the Spectrum, and I've got to say, this is an absolutely fantastic conversion. You look at the graphics, the sort of the shadows and the sort of textures of the colour, just a thing of beauty. It is absolutely astonishing. Oh, ice cream! Don't mind if I do. Always loved the little turkey thing at the bottom. Basically, that's your health. Yeah, Steve. The thing is, mate, a lot of these games are. Is it spacebar? Yeah, there we go. Evening, Neil. A lot of these games are freely available online. If anybody can be bothered, and you know the URL to where you get a lot of those kind of modern games, if you want to put it in the description, that would be really, really nice of you. Yeah, look at the graphics though. I mean, I'm playing this on a really, really small screen and they do look awesome. Kill the jelly monster. As you can see, I've got absolutely no idea actually what I'm doing. Yeah, Ozark. I am right into that. I'm actually in the third season. Or series. It's always going to... Since when did we refer to things as seasons? That's an American thing. It's series. I think I'm into the second episode of the third series, and it's fantastic. I'm not a TV person at all. I mean, I've never watched the X-Files. I've maybe seen 2 episodes of Star Trek. Never seen The Next Generation. I really don't watch TV at all. But my goodness, Breaking Bad. I have watched the entire every single series twice through. It's wonderful. And Ozark is kind of like that. It's got the same sort of feel, just the sort of with the cartel and that kind of stuff. It's a great programme. You know, if there's one box set you want to watch or on Netflix, whatever, and you like Breaking Bad, then I think you could do worse than watching Ozark. I'm really enjoying it. That is excellent. Right, I'm not going to continue to play that. That is utterly fantastic. Right, next one. I don't even know if I've played this one. This is called Berks 4. Now I'm wondering if this has got anything to do with, what was the name of that? Trapdoor or something it was called? Walter White, yeah, very good. Evening Stephen, evening Airy Dion. Yeah, Walter White. I suppose it could be worse. Ugh. I'm actually needing to cut my hair. It's getting a bit long. Need to trim the beard a wee bit as well. I sometimes think to myself, should I grow my hair? I mean, I have literally been cutting my hair. I shave my hair. I've been shaving it since 2000, I think it is. And I sometimes get a hankering to... You know what I would... I suppose there's lists of things that you would love to have done in your life, and one of the things that I would love to have done, and I have never ever done it, and I don't know if I'd ever get it. And it's grow a ponytail. Oh, I'd love to have really long hair. Never had long hair. The longest hair I had was when I had my mullet. Yeah, I had a mullet back in, when would it be? 19... Evening, Chris. You have not missed anything. You've missed me talking shite. That is basically, and I know you'll find that hard to believe, but that's basically it. You've missed absolutely bugger all. We've played a couple of games. We've played Alienate and we've played Attic Attack. Rodney and Only Fools and Horses. You dipstick. What was I talking about? Yeah, I did have a bit of a mullet. I did have a bit of a mullet back in the day, but I would love to grow long hair. The problem was, I always kind of worked. I've always worked in an office, and it simply wouldn't have been really something that you could have got away with, having long hair. My mum and dad, you can't have long hair, you would look ridiculous. But yeah, I've always wanted long hair. Maybe I should grow long hair. Yeah, you only get one life. I'm going to open the curtains a wee bit. There we go. Yeah, Attic Attack or Attic Attack, whatever it is. Ebden? Who the hell? Iridion, I have no idea what you're talking about. Who's Ebden? Don't know. Right, unlimited lives. Let's get back on topic. I mean, we've been doing this now for... We've been doing this... Mullet entire. Very good, right. What can I say, Lacosa? Quite, yes. I do actually have... I do have my... my hat that I wear when I'm doing these, what the hell did I call it? Oh, I can't even remember. I came up with that stupid 80s program thing where it's just ridiculous. Right, anyway, enough of me talking shite. Let's see, spacebar for instructions. Oh, wait a minute, I did. You know what, I actually did play this. I've done a video of this. This is actually really, really good. Oh, yeah, Peter Ebden, yeah, I know what you're talking about, yeah. He had him off, what do you call it, the snooker fame, yeah. Right, now the idea of this is to not hit anything. It's to basically not do what I do. Right, where are we? Right, there we are, there. Yeah, the idea is to pick up the keys like so. I was actually watching Billy Mitchell doing a live stream, a Twitch live stream a couple of weeks ago. He was playing Pac-Man, and he was playing he was playing Donkey Kong, but when he died, he would go back into Pac-Man. He basically had a game of Pac-Man on the go, and anyone that's watched any of these high score things, there are certain places in the maze where you can hide, and the monsters don't get you. So what he was doing is he was playing Donkey Kong, and then when he basically lost a life, he was just restarting. He was playing he was playing Pac-Man. Billy Ray Cyrus, achy breaky heart. What do I think of the whole Billy Ray Cyrus controversy? I don't know. I mean, sometimes I think to myself, it's just video games, lads. It's only video games. It's not life and death. It's, it's just people playing games. Yeah, exactly. And I think Billy Mitchell submitted a score using MAME, and people found out that he was using MAME and he wasn't using the actual arcade board, and so he was struck off. And then they decided that all his scores were going to be null and void. The thing is, anybody that's actually watched Billy Mitchell, I don't know why I'm shooting these things because you can't actually kill them. Anyone that's actually watched Billy Mitchell play, you'll see just what an absolutely incredible games player he is. You know what I mean? Right, I think we'll move on to this. But what was that called? That's called Berks 4. That is nice. Should we put on? Do you want to see a Spectrum game, or will we just stick with C64? What do you think? Let me know if there's a Spectrum. In fact, yeah, we'll play a Spectrum game. I'll just load up Spectaculator. Tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to try something. Duplicate Bink. I'm going to try and be smart here, and I'm going to see if I can get that for Spectaculator. Right, okay, so you can see that, but what I now want to do, have I still got the C64 one? Right, so that's Spectaculator. Where's the C64 one? Right, what I want to do is go, right, so there's, right, so I can turn that off. And then I can turn, in fact, what to do is if I call, can I rename that? Yeah, I can. Fantastic. C64. And then what we'll do is we'll create the other one and we'll call that rename Spectrum. And we turn, so that's a C64. Wait a minute, have I turned the wrong one off? Right, I've actually called them by the wrong names, so what I need to do is I need to rename that. I'll call that ZX Spectrum. Spectrum? That's wrong. Spectrum. Out of curiosity, apart from Mayblock, have we got anybody that doesn't live in the UK in the stream? I'm always intrigued to know. We want to rename that. We want to make that C64, Commodore 64. Right, so there we go. Ding dang do. Right, what we're going to play. Right, I'm going to let that can run away in the background. Right, I don't know what I've got Spectrum wise. Right, did somebody Old Tower? I don't know if I've got that. Old Tower, wait a wee minute. 128. Alright, I need to load up the Spectrum one, don't I? So that needs to go down there, and then I need to bring the Spectrum up there like so. Old Tower, let's try 128. Evening, Robert. How you doing, buddy? Of course, I'm forgetting about you, Mr. Yeah, Mr. Everclear from Yak Yak. So actually, you know what? This is why I love the internet. I mean, Robert, myself, Paul Morrison, I think Ox as well, and Mayblock. We all kind of got to know each other about, I don't know, 2000, through, what do you call it, through Yak Yak. And here we are, 20 years later, we're still online and talking, and that's why I always laugh when people say the internet is bad, it's evil, there's lots of, it's full of people, it's full of paedophiles and people that just want to rip you off. You know, it's also a wonderful, wonderful place because you've got friendships like this that, you know, have stood the test of time, you know, and it's absolutely fantastic. Right, anyway, enough of my ramblings. How do we get this game going? Right, that doesn't seem to be doing anything. I'm going to try, there's various, right, wait a minute. Oh, I see. Wait a minute. I was just trying a random thing there. Right, Old Tower. Let me try this one. Right. Is that what I need to do? Right, I need to change it to switch model. Right. Okay, so I need to go to 128. Right. Now we're talking. Hey, ginger mullet. Actually, I noticed my beard has got some weird colours going on. Now, I've never played this. Press fire to start. I'm never really a big fan of these games where you stick to the kind of wall. But that is nice though. Oh, it's even got a bit of popcorn music, just for good measure. Right, how do we get up? Right, okay, we need to go up there. Oh, wait a minute, how do we do this? Okay. Whoa! So is this using the what's it called again? It's got a name. It's basically it's a driver thing that you use. Nirvana, that's it. It's called the Nirvana engine. It's where they can basically have more than it can have more colours getting displayed than the Spectrum could technically do. Right, how do I get along here? Right, okay. Right, I need to go up there, and I need to go there, and then I need to go there. That is nice though, it is. Hey, right, we'll do one more level I think, and then we'll crack on. Yeah, sorry Robert, it's called Old Tower. Yeah, could somebody Panther UK, would you mind maybe putting the link up, buddy? There's a link, there's a website that basically has, I can't remember what it's called. I could have a look for it myself actually. It basically shows you all these new old games. Could somebody, Panther, could you do that for me, mate? That would be lovely if you could. If you don't have it, then let me know and I can do it. Right, we'll just do this last level, I think. Right, nice. That's a nice little puzzle game. So what we'll do is we'll just reset that. How do we reset it? Reset. Right, any other Spectrum games since we're actually in? I've got loads of them. There's an interesting one called Scuttlebutt. Scuttlebutt, it's called. I have no idea. I think I did. Moving left and right to catch the waste in your bucket. Seriously? I don't know if I want to play this. Right, it's not working with the joystick, so I'm dear me. Right, let me try and change the joystick. I think I did, I'm sure I did actually feature this. I'm sure I did feature this in a video that I did a while back. I'll try Kempson joystick. Oh, is that working? No, it's not. Right, we're not going to see Scuttlebutt. Right, any other ones in the Spectrum? Did somebody else mention ZX Dungeon? Right, here's one called Wolf Castle McBain. Right, we want show. What do we press here? 2 for 2 for Kempston, I'm guessing. Ah! Oh, very nice. You can't shoot that. Kinda reminds me a wee bit like. Do you have to avoid that? Yes, I think you do. It kinda reminds me a wee bit like. What's it called? Dandy. Or could it be? It could potentially be a remake of Alien Breed. It's interesting why they never. Well, I was going to say, why did they not port Alien Breed to the 8-bits? It's because they were virtually dead in the water at that point. Right, I've just picked up a toolkit. Is that a better gun, possibly? I don't want to go that way, Alan. Right, okay. That's not a bad little game. You notice you can't actually see the bullets. All it seems to do is it's like it kind of blanks out the graphics that are actually behind it. What's Robert saying? This reminds me a bit of Storm. Yeah, it is a bit like Storm actually. Yeah, not a bad little game. Right, we'll try another Spectrum game and then we'll go. Excuse me, we'll go back to the C64. I think. Pardon me. Oh, 38 people watching. Lovely. Like I said, there must be something decent in TV you could be watching and watching me playing stuff. But I know I sound like a broken record, but I really, really genuinely do appreciate the fact that anybody would want to sit and watch this. I was going to say I don't see the appeal, but I do, because I sit and watch my other YouTuber mates playing stuff. Right, what we'll do is we'll reset this. I'm going to stay until 9 o'clock, so we're an hour in. Right, where do we reset? Okay. Right, now I'm going to go back C64. I'm going to go back now. Apparently, this game. Where is it? Oh, hang on. Where are all my games going? C64. Yeah, I don't know if I've actually. Oh, that's for the Is that for the Spectrum? No, this is for the C64. This is a. What is this? This is it's a new. It's basically more levels. Wait, I need to turn the Spectrum off and turn the C64 on. Hey, how good is that? Yeah, this was It was what do you call it? It's using the Bruce Lee engine, but it's a new version of Bruce Lee. It's basically I suppose you could almost call it Bruce Lee times 2. Why is this taking forever to load? Will I load the tap? Oh, wait a minute. I'll do some warp mode and see if that's going to load it any quicker. Ah, there we are. Ashens is running a passive 1980 TV stream on Twitch, but other than that, nope. Yeah, Ashens, I was going to say he's a good lad. I mean, I don't know him personally. I did drop him an email, maybe about a year ago, asking if he would be interested in coming on my channel, and he never even responded, so take from that what you will. You know, even just a response saying thanks but no thanks. But yeah, his loss. That is an absolutely fantastic picture. It really is. especially the kind of the colouring around the face and that is awesome. And it's even got the same music. I did buy this on disc. I wish I still had it. Oh, wait a minute. Joystick 1 to 4 to select. What do you mean 1 to 4 to select? Ah, right. So how do I... you can actually you can change the colour of Bruce Lee. So how do I pick? Can I be one of the other players? Pressing fire button doesn't do anything. I'm trying to remember, what colour was he in the original? Was it that colour or was he that colour? I'm trying to remember. I think he was that colour. Yeah, that's kind of a bit yellow, whereas that's kind of more normal skin colour. Yeah, I think he was the yellow colour. Right, anyway. Oh, wait a minute. Ah, there we go, right, you can. I would have probably said a couple of years ago I resembled Bruce Lee, but I've probably got more in common with Yamo at the moment. So we're going to, yeah, we're going to give that a go. How do you start? Yeah, you know what, Silver? Yeah, I kind of do think that there's a lot of people talk about the retro community. Oh, it's a friendly, you know, it's a friendly community. Everybody helps each other. My personal experience of that, I don't think they do. Not at all. I really don't think they do, and I'm not having a dig at anybody. Though Kim Justice did mention my channel, bless her, which was really, really nice of her, because she'd been watching Lacozer's and myself's one of our videos where we basically pan games. But apart from that, I don't see any evidence of other YouTube channels helping anybody else. You know, giving shoutouts was a thing that used to be something that was really prolific. I mean, I got my first shout out from Steve Benway when I only had 60 subscribers, and yeah, but it's just something you don't really see. All the big YouTubers tend to stick together. They all feature each other in their own videos, which is absolutely fine. But yeah, I do think it would be nice if other people did try and promote other channels, but you know what, as long as I've got my buddies, I've got the guys I can count on. I've got Lactobacillus Prime, I've got Mr. Lacozer, I've got Lone Boys Post. You know, these are the guys. I've got Adam. You know, it's basically my mates. We all we feature each other in our videos because I think it's all about promoting a community thing. Anyway, I'll get off my high horse and try and get this damn game to start because that music is getting on me tits. Right, how do we start? Joystick 1 to select. Joystick 2. F1. Have I got that set right? Joystick port 2. Well, absolutely, Lacozer. Yeah, you know, I'm just a grouchy old Scotsman. Having somebody like Lacozer is a bit eye candy for the ladies, because I have noticed that I think looking at my analytics, matron, my analytics viewing target, I think, or viewing audience, I think I am something like 99.98265 as blokes. Well, we did have Zoe in tonight, which was nice. Nice to see somebody else, you know, a young lady wanting to actually watch this. But I do understand, I mean, who wants to watch an old guy playing video games? But that's why I bring Mr. L across. It's not for his charisma, it's because he's a bit of eye candy. So, yeah. Right, how do we start this damn game? If anybody knows how to start, 1 to 4 to select. Pressing 1 to 4 does absolutely nothing. Spacebar does nothing. Return does nothing. Pressing the fire button, do we have to pull down possibly? Right, I've got no idea. You know what? I don't know why this... Oh wait, have I got to... F1? No, F1 does nothing. Tried that statement. F2, F3, F4, F5, F6, F7. The fire button changes that. Moving left and right. Pulling up, down. How do you get to... Or can you only play as Bruce Lee or something? I don't know. I don't know, right, you know what? I'm bored. Right, we're not going to see this game. Anyway. Right, a game that was just released today. Now, a few people have actually mentioned it. No, I did say... Well, I'll tell you... Okay, right, sorry, before we give up completely, what we'll do is... swap joysticks. We'll give it a go. Joystick 1, right. We'll see fire button. Fire button just does that. Pulling up, up, down does nothing other than change the colour of Bruce Lee. So I have got no idea. My lips are going to sync again. Right, I don't know how to start this. Wait a minute, right, what we'll do is we'll try the tape. We'll give that a quick go. Evening, Brian. How you doing, buddy? No, Robert, I don't know what was... You couldn't... Moving up and down, all that did was... it just... What do you call it? It just changed the colour of Bruce Lee, which is a bit strange. Right, let's try warp mode. This is a tape version. But yeah, thank you very much to everybody that's joined in tonight. Right, I don't think this is going to... wait a minute, that's... I wonder if possibly... No, that's the same as that, right. Okay, fire button. Right, I don't know why that seemed to work there and yet it didn't work the other one. It didn't seem to give you the... Oh, that's interesting, Michael. Yeah, Michael was trying the disc version as well. And it didn't seem to work. So this is just the tape one. I've played this briefly, basically just to kind of test it. I've never actually tried it properly now. I think you've got to... How do you jump? There we go. Balls. Right, why am I going that way? I don't know why. I should have just fell down. Take a seat. You... You son of a gun. Right, oh Christ, this is a lot harder than the original. Always remember getting really... Now, somebody asked me about a game that you were looking forward to getting and you were disappointed. What was the name of the gun? The name of the gun. What was the name of that game? Zorro. Zorro was supposed to kind of be... it was supposed to be the sequel to Bruce Lee, and it was just absolute pants. It was really, really poor. Do I need to go back down there again? I think I do. I've just come from here, haven't I? Ah, right, okay, I need to go across here. Oh, arse. I hate the way you jump in this. You've got to obviously press up and diagonally. Right, come on. Hup. That's it. You sit down and behave yourself. Now, if I was going to be pushed to decide what was the better version, why did I do that? What's the best version of Bruce Lee? I would say it's always going to be the Atari one. It was original, I believe, and it's the best one, I think. Right, that was Bruce Lee Return of Fury. Now, the game I was talking about, which just came out today, you can buy for not a lot of money. And it was mentioned earlier on. Let's see if I can find it. Now this game was, it wasn't based on an actual original arcade game or anything. It was a game that was based on the film. Now if you've never seen Fix It, Felix. What's it called? What's it called? Wreck-It Ralph. Wreck-It Ralph, the original Wreck-It Ralph is, in my opinion, it's an absolutely fantastic film. Being able to see, the characters, the video game characters that you played, back in the day, and see them brought to life in a sort of 3D, real life scenario is just wonderful, absolutely brilliant. I wasn't overly keen on the story. It's a bit, the whole cutesy thing, but I thought the original film was really, really good. The second one I didn't think was as good, but it's worth it just to see the special effects. And it's the same way Pixels with Adam Sandler. Now, a lot of people can't stand Adam Sandler. He comes in for a hard time. I don't mind him, actually. I thought he was alright in The Wedding Singer. But, again, I enjoy Pixels just to actually see the Donkey Kong 3D thing. Oh, wait a minute, what's going on here? Where the hell is it? What is it called? Right, anyway, listen, we'll play this one just now. Let's... Frantic Freddy 2. Sorry, I'm just looking here. Neil's asking, got any interviews planned, Alan? Maybe now would be a good time to get Jeff Minter on while we're in lockdown. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea, actually, Neil. I have tried to get Jeff on multiple times. Right, I've got no idea what I'm supposed to be doing here. Ah, so it's effectively Chucky Egg. And a bit of Queen music going on in the background there. Not a bad rendition, actually. Now, some people who enjoyed the Sid videos that I've been making with Panther UK bollocks and Mr. L Lacozer, you may be glad to know that there is a third one in the pipeline. I think, if I remember rightly, we're going to probably start recording it this week, because people seem to enjoy them. I enjoy making them. It's nice to have other people to actually talk to when you're doing these live streams, but it's wonderful. I'm assuming I pick up the star. Alright, you get 1,000 points. Yeah, it's wonderful actually getting an opportunity just to sit down and listen to some music. A bit paranoid as well. I'm going to stop talking and just listen to the music. Bollocks. Arse. Enter initials. Yes. Right. Okay. That's not bad. Not really my type of game, but not a bad little game. Right. Next, let's have a go with this one. Some of these, I've got some of these games here, and I don't actually know what they are. They're not really. It's not obvious what they actually are without loading them. So let's just load this up and give it a go and see what it is. Is that going to work? I don't think now. I'm sure, yeah, you can actually cartridge image, attach a cartridge image. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it manually. Why is it not? Oh, it's actually crashed it. That's weird. Ah, here we go. Right, desktop. Where is it? It's in my temporary folder and my new old games. Whoops a daisy. C64, new C64. Right, okay, let's give this a go. Excuse me, I just need to send a quick text because somebody was trying to get me. Just listen to that music, just give me a wee second. Right, you think people would stop annoying me when I'm doing these live streams? How many people have actually got in tonight? 33, wonderful. It's always nice to have a few people in. Right, okay. So I don't even know what this game's actually called. Ah, International Karate. That can't be right. Okay, we'll give it a go. Right, run, stop. Okay, so is this... right, okay, this is actually presumably a modern restore save preferences. I've not got any save preferences. Suppress intro. No, we want to see the intro. Suppress instructions. No, we want to see the instructions. Suppress this menu. No. Classic or modern journey, right? I've never actually seen this before. Modern music remix. Yeah, let's go with the full Buna. Choose locations. Nope. Trainer high score saver. It's going to be a high score. Come on, can we not just jump in and play it? Save preferences, yes, whatever. Right, so is this a modern taking it? 2017? Right, I need to just set up the joystick settings. Now, I was never a big fan of International Karate. It is a fantastic looking game. But I just always preferred Way of the Exploding Fist. I think there's a bit more animation going on. Panther, I've sent you a little message, by the way. I sent a message earlier on about if you can let me know about when we can actually do the video. Give me a wee shout. I've pinged it across on Messenger. Did it about an hour ago. If you can let me know, that'd be wonderful. I'm trying to see. Yeah, I'm really not too sure, Lukoser, what the difference between this is. Yeah, I think the wee old dude, the little, what do you call it? Is that what it is? So it's the same game, just with additional backgrounds. That's a bit pants, is it not? Come on. I mean, it is an utterly fantastic game, and I do understand why some people prefer this over Exploding Fist, probably from a technical point of view. But I don't know, there's just something about Exploding Fist that I like so much. It's not bad. That's not bad at all. Alright, how do we do this? Is it, you need to waggle the joystick or something? Hey! Nice! Right, next one. What is this one? Atlantis. Let's give this a go. Oh, wait a minute, we need to eject the cartridge, detach cartridge image, right, and then we need to put across Atlantis. Let's see what wonderful game this is. If that's not an image of Indiana Jones, I'll eat my hat. Rocky Memphis's The Legend of Atlantis. Mr. Amos, is the... what's it called again? Are they still producing that Commodore 64 magazine, the online one? What's it called? Reloaded? I can't remember what it's called, but it's actually a really good game. Right, The Legend of Atlantis. Ah, nice. Right, what do we do here? There's no way getting away that this is a C64 game. I mean, look at all these various colours of brown. Right, how do we get through? Any ideas? Yeah, you can't open that. Jumping up does nothing. Jumping down. A triangle shaped hole. Oh. See, the problem with me is I get bored very quickly. If I can't get anywhere, then I tend just to give up. Wait, I'm holding what's that in Atlantis? Did I just put something there? Did I drop that thing, whatever it was? Right, I'm getting bored now. Does anybody know actually what you're supposed to do here? Space, fire button. Fire button just does that. Atlantis icon. What did I do here? See, I'm assuming that you've got to... Ah, right. I got you right. Yeah. So you pick that up and then you fill it. Ah, right. Okay. Now we're talking. Right, is that spikes? Which we need to... Bollocks. How do you jump? Is it up diagonally? No, it's that infernal up diagonally, which I cannot do. Right. Oh! Come on, you're going to go down again. So wait a minute, so once these spikes go up, even though you don't die... Oh wait a minute, if I go off the screen possibly, and then go back on, there we go. Right, I'll try again. I'm not a fan of this running. You know what, I don't think... I'm thinking you don't actually... I'm thinking that you've got to do something. So what? How do I? You know what? I'm kind of getting a bit bored actually. What's Steven saying? Lacosa thinks you should play V. Right, jumping. I am absolutely not playing V. Jumping Jack. Is that the old Spectrum game? Yeah, I've got no idea, ZX. I don't know how. I don't know. Is that the old Jumping Jack game you're talking about? Steel Ranger. I did play that one before, but you know what? Steel Ranger is a nice game. So what I'm going to do is just bear with me for 2 seconds. Let me jump into my C64 stuff. New games. Copy that there. Right, I don't have Steel Ranger here. I did play Steel Ranger before, but I don't know where it is. I've got that many folders kicking about all over the place. Let's just have another wee look in here. New games. They must be in there. I don't know why they're not in there. Wait a wee minute. Wait a minute. It might be if I go up the way. No, it's no C64. There we go. Steel Ranger. Yeah, let's give this another wee go. So we need to load this first. Please turn disc now. Right, I've just dragged it across. I don't know if that's going to work. I'll give it a go. No, it doesn't. So what we need to do is we need to load the game. Right, I can't be bored with that game. Right, options. Let's have a look. Flip. No, we don't want to flip. Attach disc image. No, that's Attic Attack. Wait a wee minute. C64 Steel Ranger. Attach. Right, okay, we'll give this a go first. Now this is a really nice game. Nice loading picture as well. There we go. That's more like me. Yep, that'll do it. Nice sound, I've got to say. The music's really nice. Press the wall. Sorry, CPC Forever. Are you still talking about that game we were playing earlier on? Hang on, I'm just going to turn the sound down a wee bit. That's better. Does anybody here get affected with... evening, Alex. Does anybody here get affected with hay fever at all? And if so, I'm genuinely curious. Then you guys, have you found the last couple of weeks, particularly this, probably the last 3-4 days, quite bad? Because I've noticed that my eyes have been getting really, really puffy, and I've been sneezing quite a lot as well. And I know my girlfriend, she's been you know, getting quite bad symptoms with it as well. So I'm curious as you know, is the hay fever thing kind of kicking off at the moment? Right, where do we go now? Yeah, it's kind of good to know that it's not just me. Yeah, you thought you had COVID-19. Yeah, I know, I suppose. I've not had any cough, I don't think I have. I've certainly got... Really? Is that... So, Neil, is that true? I know I read online that they said that, yeah, they didn't know that he apparently hadn't been seen for a couple of weeks. Are they now saying that he's actually died? Wow, well, if that's the case, then dearie me. This is an impressive looking game. I love the way it actually... Ah, bollocks. I love the way... That was a bit lucky. I love the way he kind of walks over the surface. You know, depending on how bumpy it is, it kind of, you know, he moves up and down. It's a nice little touch. We'll try and run if we can. It is very Turrican. I'm sure even Mr. L would actually enjoy this, because I know how much he loves Turrican 2, especially in the Amiga. Huh. Ah, bollocks. Oh, there's a sheep, kill it. I really need to... if I'm going to be playing, I mean, one of the questions that I get asked quite a lot in Waffles is if you're going to be playing, you know, do you use hardware? For the purpose of doing videos like I am doing just now, I'll always, I'll just use emulators because it makes sense. It's a lot easier. But if I was going to play a game for fun, then, you know, I've got a C64. I'm lucky enough to have a C64 with Ultimate 2 cartridge. Kill the flea. Now we're talking. Can you actually kill these things? I do like the graphics of this, I have to say. I think it's very impressive. Oh, there's a nice little camera. Kill that if we can. No, we can't kill it. Bounce. Aha. Have you completed this, Neil? I'm curious as to know if you have. What's that, Chris? One thing convinces me King Jong-un hasn't died. That's a really, really nice game. Yeah, definitely suggest you give that a go. That's excellent. What else? What else? Yeah, that was, what was that? Steel Ranger. Really, really nice game. Right, this next one, I'm not 100% sure what this is either, but we'll give it a go. It's a cartridge game. Attach cartridge, CRT. New old games. And there's one game I want to play, and it's not on the C64 either. Ice cold beer. Yeah, really impressed CPC Forever. It's a really nice game. Ah, wait a minute, is this some sort of... Oh, bollocks. Right, it's one of these... It's one of these... damned infernal... Right, how do you play this? Have you got to... Right, moving left or right does nothing. Up does up. Down does down. Pressing fire button does nothing. Right, I've got no idea. How do you start it? Ah, right, okay. I never ever got... Was Deflector, was that not a Jeff Minter game? I think it was. I never really got into it, I have to say. Too complicated for my little brain. Right, okay. Let's jump back to the... In fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to completely come out of this. I'm going to reset. Hard reset. Just to shut it up. No, we don't want to... It's a cartridge. We'll need to come out of that just now. What we want to do now is... There's a... Let me just find it. Emulator. Game base. Atari, where is it? Atari 800 emulators. I think this is the one that we can use. So what we'll do is we'll do a little create shortcut. Create shortcut here. There we go. Right, now, okay, what I'll do is I'll just do it so you can actually see what I'm looking at. Like so, and I'll just make that a wee bit bigger. Right, what I want to do is load up boot image. Desktop temp, new old games. Yeah, I've never actually tried this. This is now, hopefully it's going to work. Unable to identify type of file. ATR, that's a... ATR is an Atari file. Why is that not going to let me load it? That's strange. New Atari games. Why is that not letting me? An ATR is... That's an Atari game. Why is that not loading? I don't understand. Right, tell you what, I'm going to try a different emulator But that should work. Don't know why that's not working. I'm going to try one more Atari emulator, and then if it doesn't work, then we'll just crack on. I'm probably going to wind this stream up in about 20 minutes, guys, because it's getting late. It is a school night, after all, and I've got to have my my supper and Ovaltine before I go to my bed. Atari 800s, emulators. You know what, this is going to be a pain in the arse. It's going to look for ROMs. Right, you know what, I'm going to have to give it up. Right, I don't know why that doesn't want to work. I'll tell you what, let me just try, I'm going to try one more. Emulators, Atari, Game Base, Atari, emulators. Right, we'll try an older one. Create shortcut here. Right, we'll try this one. If this doesn't work, then bollocks to it. Right, boot image, open image. Now ATR is an image, so this should boot. Unable to identify type of file. What are you talking about, man? You know what? For some strange reason, the file size is 0, so I don't know. It looks like the files that I've got haven't worked properly. That probably explains it. Right, I'm a FUD. It's official. Right, okay. Tell you what, I'm going to load up the C64 one again because there's an absolutely stonking game, and this is one you need to buy. It's an oldie, but it's an absolute classic. And I was playing it the other night there, and it is just wonderful. And it's by a guy called Jason Aldred. Now Jason was on my channel a few years ago, and this is a game that he wrote about maybe 2 years ago. If you've got a Commodore Mini thing, whatever you want to call it, then you'll see this game as one of the games. Not the Commodore Mini, this C64. It was basically the full size Commodore Mini, and this game actually comes with, it's built into the system, but it's an absolute fantastic. This kind of shows you just what can be done. Yeah, if you've never played this game, then do yourself a favour and go and buy it. It is superb, it really is. As expected, I am completely pish. But then you knew that. Right, just open these curtains. There we go, a bit of light. Now that little, that you can see the human and the dog. That is Jason's homage to Scarabeus, I think it was, on the C64, where the spaceman runs underneath or comes in. You see the door coming down, and as he comes under, the little dog jumps in at the last minute. This is a fantastic game. Now hopefully you can hear the sound in it because it's got really, really nice music. Right, I'm going to get... that's what I want. Now you need to be really careful. You need to make sure you don't actually destroy the ship. It's very, very easy to do. And it looks easy because the graphics are so large. But trust me. Bollocks. See, that is so annoying. It is so easy to destroy the ship. I love the music in this. It's very, very basic, but it's kind of got the same effect that Space Invaders had with the sort of the ominous bass. Right, come on, this time. Yeah, it's an awesome game. Right, come on, don't Ah, bollocks! Game over. Told you it's difficult. I remember Jason gave me a preview of this before he actually released it, and I remember at the time thinking, that is one impressive looking game. Hey! Haha! Obviously, it is easier with the two guns, but you're a bigger target. And as I'm probably going to demonstrate, it's easier for them to kill you as well. But I love the detail in the actual sprites, the fluidity of the movement, the scrolling star field, the colour. It moves so smoothly. It's just a beautiful game. Oh. Are these killer rabbits? I'm not quite sure. Ah, balls. But if you've not got this game, then do yourself a favour and go and support Jason and give him some money for this. It's an absolutely fantastic little game. Have I got any coffee left? Hey! Hmm. Ah. Oh, that's a bad move. Evening, Mr. CC. How you doing, buddy? You've quite literally joined with 10 minutes to go. Ah, damn it. Oh. It's always a lot harder when you... Well, it's not so much harder, but it's when you go from having two spaceships to just the one. Ah, let's just go for it. I'm sure you'd probably last longer, actually, if you just made do with the single, but I'm a greedy bugger. Ah, don't shoot it. Stavros. What was his name? Stavros Fasuli, I think it was. He was the guy that did a lot of the Thalamus games. Was it Quidex, Delta? What do you call it? Oh. What do you call it? The... Oh, pick up stars, I'm assuming. Hey. Oh, you don't want to shoot the stars. Look at the graphics. That is so nice. It's such a beautiful looking game. Sanction, that's the one. I was trying to think of that and could not for the life of me remember what it was. Right, okay, you can have my extra ship. Ow, arse. No, Sanction, oh, never seen this before. Sanction is the opening 30 seconds of the Sanction music. I think is really nice, but I'm not a fan of the synth tune per se. Good night, Robert. Thanks for tuning in, buddy. See you soon, manny. Right, that was how we doing. We've got 10 minutes left. Probably got time for another couple of games. Yeah, let's try the Spectrum. I think give that a wee go. We'll just do a soft reset. Shadow Switcher, is that a Spectrum game? Is it? Right, where are we? Let's go back to Spectrum one, and right, we'll turn off that and put the Spectrum one back on. How good am I? How good am I? Seriously, I've got no idea what this is. What's that? Shadow Switcher is C64. Right, we'll tell you what. We'll have a quick shot of the Spectrum, and then we'll go back to Shadow, whatever it's called. These are just file names. The Exterminator. Let's try this one. I've got no idea what this is. The Exterminator. Alright, Exterminator. Okay, very good. You see what you did there? Right. Alright, I need to change that back to Kempston, I think, possibly. Space. Return. Why don't you want to start? God damn it. Oh, bollocks. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I've just put on a full screen. There we go. Right, you're getting 10 more seconds of my time, Exterminator, and if I can't get you started, then I'm going to give up. Right, let's try... Oh, I can't even speak French. Espire... Oh, dearie me, is this going to be a graphic adventure? Right, I've had enough of that. What about TTT Vector Tap? Don't know what this is. Oh, this looks interesting. Terry Hatch's Find the Surface. Ah, right, okay, so can you see what sound he's actually ripped off? you going to die when you hit that green bit? No, you don't. Right, so it looks like you play the part of a stranded turtle, I think. Is that what this is? Ah. Right, so you can't go there. You can't jump from here up the way. Ah. No, you can't go up there. So where do you go? Where do you go? Ah! Oh, so they disappear eventually, do they? What the hell? Is it some kind of hidden tunnel, possibly? I've got absolutely no idea what I'm doing here. Right, I'm bored. I didn't like Jet Set Willy anyway. I thought it was completely overrated. Yeah. I think that's what pants. Right, let's, you know what, let's go back to C64. We'll close that down and we'll put the C64 back on again. What was that game that somebody was talking about? Shadow Switcher. Is that a C64? Well, it is a C64 game because you've just told me it is. I don't know if I've got it. Shadow Switcher. I don't seem to have it anywhere, chaps. Right. Is this what I think it is? Hold space fire for saved mode loader. Right, I can't find that one, so I'm going to try this. Nice soundtrack. Vic 20, not Vic 20, Vic joystick. Dink. So this came out in 2018. Ah, right, so it's not an old one. Right, okay, we're trying to just kind of play old, new old games, if that makes any sense. Kim, a night security guard working at Throne Group's science complex, wakes up in an improvised emergency operating room. She remembers multiple hostiles opening fire on the staff. God, this looks like V, and if it's like V, it's getting switched off. Everything fading to black as rounds hammer into her chest. Bloody hell. And finally, voices. Massive trauma, need artificial circulation. Prepare the nanobot injection now. Yes, he does. Right, I can't be arsed. I can't be arsed with games. Watch out for more of those bastards. Oh dearie me, that's. I can't monetize that video now. Oh, is that a gun? See, that could actually be me with a mullet. Oh, what's that there? Pistol, now we're talking. Into a forward roll down the stairs. How do you equip said pistol? Spacebar. Right, it looks like I've not got the pistol armed. I don't know how to do that. What's that purple thing in the ground? Oh, I need service pass, right, okay. I wish you would piss off, mate. Got a really nice soundtrack though, I've got to say. Oh, that's a walker from the game, the Amiga game Walker. Fun enough, can we punch it? Or we can just leg it. Right, I've got no idea how to play that. That is really nice. Right, listen, we've got time for one more. It's 9 o'clock. I said I would do 2 hours, and I think we've done 2 hours. Should we finish with China Minor? What do you think? Is it the law? Is it the law that we play China Minor? I know technically we shouldn't be because it is a new gaming stream, but I think we probably should. Hands up, who wants China Minor? Let me know. Or if you want to see something else. Right, okay, I think Neil has spoken. I think that is quite enough of that. So what I need to do now is get my... Ouch! I've just hit my funny bone with my drawer. Tales of the Arabian Nights. Should we give that a go for a laugh? Right, okay. Right, I'm going to come out of this for a second, close that down, and then I just need to load up. Close that down. Believe me, it's getting dark. Still nice, so it's actually still light up in Scotland, and it's 9 o'clock. Right, okay, I'm going to play 2 games. In fact, I'm going to play 3 games before we call it a close. And they're all on the C64 and they are all Interceptor micro games. Now, the first one I'm going to play is Imhotep. Now, I was talking to Mr. Close's channel and he was asking about a game that involved shooting Imhotep. There was Imhotep. Was that not Tutankhamun's dad? I think that's where he came from. Imhotep, yeah. And Mr. CC Close Channel was asking if anybody could remember what he did ask about a year ago. Was it was it Ultimate? Was it really? Was Imhotep? You're right. You know what, Paul? You're absolutely right. I would have bet money. I would have bet money. I would have bet my mortgage. I would have bet my 2 dogs' lives that this was an Interceptor game. There you go. But I do remember it was complete bollocks, I think, anyway. I've never actually played it in, I don't know, since 1986 when it first came out. Right, is this going to work? There we go. Right, let me just get my joystick settings. We'll have 1 game of this, 1 game of what was the other game? Tales of the Arabian Nights, and then we shall have 2 games of China Minor. Then I'll let you guys get to your bed. Infinite Lives, hell no. What was it, decompacting or depacking? No. Right. You know, when you think about it, the Spectrum had Night Lore, the Spectrum had Nightshade, Alien 8, and we had this. Oh, nice Jeff Minter sound, I have to say. Yeah, I was absolutely convinced. I think I'm just... Was there not another Interceptor game that was kind of similar? Excuse me 2 seconds. Oh. You know what, it's not as bad as I remember it. It's not a particularly fun game, but it kind of looks alright. It does kind of look alright, to be fair. Bit of parallax scrolling going on there. Yes, that is Imhotep. Right, listen, I'm just conscious. I need to kind of get going. So let's play 2 games of China Miner. Now, I've really not been playing China Miner all that often, which is the reason I am pish at it. I was making progress in it fairly recently, but as of late, I have been my skills seem to have sadly deserted me. Right, warp mode. Settings, right, warp mode. High score, high score. Bye, Mr. L. And I've not configured the joystick. Arse. Right, what I'm going to do is, well, we'll just keep playing it. It's only 1 life after all. Come on, get up there. You know what? It doesn't matter how often you play this game. It can still be bloody fiddly. It really is. Same as myself, John. That's why I like this game. I didn't like the game, I just love the music. Oh, that was silly. Come on, get up the ladder. That's it. It kind of stuck in the ladder there. Balls. Right, we'll play 2 more games since I kind of... right, there we go. Spacebar, quick, start moving. I don't know why they couldn't have programmed it that you start it with joystick button. Doesn't make any sense at all. Get up the ladder, that's it. Done it again! Done it again! You do all the hard part and then the easiest part, it messes up. Oh, I made an arse of that. Get up! That's it. Right, come on, this time. I pressed the fire button and it did not respond and I've just made an arse of it. Ah, it can be absolutely brutal because the problem is you're too busy cursing. You're too busy cursing losing a life, and then when it starts a new game, if you're not moving left, then you die. Dear me, I don't think it's happening tonight, guys. We will have one more game after this. But I am firmly going to blame my controller tonight. Now, Mr. Lacosa and myself are going to be doing a video probably coming out next week or the week after, and it's basically 10 of the most impossible games ever on 8-bit. So yeah, you can look forward to that. Gem. Whoa, that was close. There's a lot of waiting about. You've kind of got to wait for the things to be just right before. Come on. Oh, that was. I don't know why I did that. Right, one more game. I'm just really doing completely pants. Can you still see me? Just about. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Perhaps I should do a live stream where I just play this game constantly and see how far I get. Right, let's just play it safe. Let's pick up that first. I've lost it here, guys. I've absolutely lost it. Come on, get up. That's it. Now this is where the luck's involved. Pause. Damn it. Yeah, I've not really sussed out at what point do you move down onto that thing. Right, yeah, it's this bit here. I've really not sussed out when you go. Damn it. I was too busy looking at the bloody comments there. Ah dear, never mind. Right, I'm going to look at the comments here. What is that you're saying? Right, Ian, yeah, wait for the laser to fire one more time. Alright, okay. I've just completely bollocked that up because obviously I've paused. Oh! This is a bit of a lottery. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I'm sure I got to the 3rd level on my very, very last life last week. Ah, I don't believe it. I didn't realise I could hit my head. Right, anyway, listen guys, that is it. That's 2 hours and 15 minutes of your life you're never, ever, ever going to get back again. But yeah, listen, thanks very, very much for everybody for joining me tonight. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'm going to sign out literally before I disappear into the dark. So listen guys, I hope you have a nice weekend. The weekend is all but over. I hope you have a nice week next week. Stay safe. Please continue to watch my channel. I always appreciate everything that you guys do. As always guys, take it easy. See you soon.